Welcome. My name is Darcy D'Onofrio. I'm from Grand Canyon University, EDU523 with Mr. Mark Jones, developing teachers to improve lesson plans using technology. Today, I'm going to be discussing Zoom digital learning platform with you, how to facilitate communication and collaboration with the online school environment with the use of Zoom tools. We're going to talk about increased collaboration and communication between students within the online classroom. Our other lesson objective is to increase collaboration and communication between students and educator within Zoom and beyond, of course. Let's talk about how we communicate. Day-to-day forms of communication include verbal, which are the sounds or words that are produced by our mouth, our nonverbal, body language and facial expressions, paraverbal, how we say what we say, involving our cadence, our volume, and our tone, all of which can be heard both in our face-to-face voice as well as our online voice. So day-to-day forms of online communication can look like communicating by voice or sign language in a digital platform, communicating by annotating in a digital platform, communicating by text or messaging in a digital platform, and communicating through a lack of action, such as having the camera off, face off the camera, no interaction with staff or students. So communication can equate to mastery. Communication with others plays the role of organization process to assimilate the content and mastery its implementation to ensure that the exchange of experience and transfer of knowledge can be carried out in a physical or virtual space in the form of live interaction, joint practical activities, or access to prepared materials. This was by Probraskia from 2021. Promoting accessibility, we want all students to have a voice, no matter what that voice looks like. It could look like chat, emoji, annotating, voice, or even sign language. With that, technology has opened up a new style of learning for individuals that struggle with social and communicative disabilities. This advanced technology is beginning to level the playing field for students that do not fit the traditional student mold or the student availability of a traditional schooling. We want to increase collaboration and communication between students within the online classroom. We want to recognize that their peers are online. We want to facilitate that communication between one another. So how exactly do we go about doing that? We do that by setting parameters and expectations for students speaking and engaging with peers during the lesson. We open the chat feature, but make sure to monitor the communication occurring. And we remind students to stay on task if they get sidetracked. The chat features on Zoom are easily turned on and off again and can be customized to only reach the host if there are issues with the student lead chat. Increasing collaboration and communication between students and the educator. We can provide students multiple ways to connect with the teacher. This can include email, phone number for texting and calling, chatting accessibility to educators online during live lessons, and by providing online office hours. Providing multiple ways for students to contribute to the lesson. Explain it is important to participate every day, and these are the ways they can participate. Controlling the screen, chatting in Messenger, using their voice or annotating on the screen when the curriculum is up. By providing multiple ways to interact with content. Do not get hung up on how the student is interacting with the content. Recognize their contribution to the lesson. And we want to ask ourselves, is the student participating in the lesson? That is our number one priority. Yes, great, let's build on that and expand the ways they can communicate online. Or no, let's find ways for the student to have a form of communication and presence online with the class. Zoom accessibility for all students. Students can interact with teachers and other students through online learning media. The use of online learning media in the future will produce better and more effective learning outcomes than face-to-face learning because online learning media is attractive, accessible, and flexible. HIDEA 2022 And the display features are neatly arranged, easy to find, practical, and easy to use. Larger meeting room capacity, quality video and sound production. It displays a presentation file that can be sent to all meeting participants, which is exactly what's happening here today. Using this platform, I am able to record a video and send it out or upload it to the necessary students or other educators that might need to see it. The accessibility related to communication for all students to achieve directly relates to our school mission and vision. This is because our Pasco mission is to provide a world-class education for all students that involves having them involved in a lesson or class with technology. Also, the Pasco School vision is all our students achieve success in college, career, and life. So giving all students the opportunity to participate in virtual lessons, whether it's one or their entire school career or anything in between, can promote that higher level education. We want all students to have a voice, no matter what that voice looks like. Again, let's talk about the chat, emojis, annotating voice, or even sign language. You can do a lot of this on the whiteboard. It's another tool within Zoom. People are able to collaborate on one document. It provides space for everybody. You can see who is collaborating and who is not. You can provide comments back to the students for what work they have achieved, and this whiteboard can be saved and utilized for other lessons. Other tools that we want to discuss today are the tools for communicating. That includes having a speaker button, having a video button, knowing how many participants are in the room, the security features, who's going to be allowed to talk to who, can they turn on their camera, can they not turn on their camera, do they have to be prompt? We have sharing the screen, which is extremely powerful when we're dealing with that online curriculum. And annotate, they can annotate directly onto that online curriculum, whether it's circling letter A, B, C, D, or writing out a sentence or paragraph. They are able to achieve those things using the Zoom tools. Thank you for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. If you need more information regarding what we spoke about today, I highly recommend these two articles: The Effectiveness of Online Learning Using Zoom Meetings at Elementary Schools, and we have Digital Communication Tools and Knowledge Creation Processes for Enriching Intellectual Outcome, the experience of a short-term e-learning course during the pandemic. Again, thank you so much for your attendance, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Have a wonderful afternoon.